Here we are at Stevens Soil and Water. My name's Judy and I'm with Education and Promotion here at Stevens Soil and Water. And this is Josie. And I was kind of inspired by Josie to do some composting. And so we're kind of trying to get some composting going here. Right now we're doing red wigglers and we're trying to make a bed for them. And so if you kind of look in here, we're putting like peat moss on the bottom. And then some of the things they like to eat are paper, they like to eat cardboard, and then we have some decomposed food. You know, the things you really want are like fruits and vegetables, and what we're trying to do is get some composting. Josie, what are some of the other benefits of doing worms for composting?
You reduce the amount of food waste that you create, and food waste can be pretty bad for the environment because it creates methane, and that goes up into the atmosphere, which makes our climate warmer. And then we're also recycling by putting paper and cardboard in here, so it's just a good form of recycling.
Yeah, and so I got inspired by Josie at the University of Minnesota Morris. They do it all over campus. They're collecting their food scraps and then they're composting. They're not necessarily doing the worms. We're trying to do some with worms, and then we're going to collect the runoff, and that'll be used for like in gardening and things like that, and that. So we got our worms about a week ago, and they are climbing up the side on us. So we're trying to figure out what the best way. So we now put some peat moss in the bottom, and we're moving it over, and we're gonna put some peat moss over here on the other side. If I can find, I'll show you a couple of the worms if you.
There's one on the sidewall.
You see one? Oh, here's one on the side. I did find some this morning. There's quite a few. They are starting to really eat on the food. You know, like I said, they've only been in here for like a week or so. And if you see, they're not like your regular fishing worms. You wouldn't want to go fishing with these worms. They're farmed, and we got these out of Pennsylvania. Actually, they came because I didn't really know of a farm here. But oh, look at this. So sometimes there's quite a few in here, but we're trying to get them going, and then they're gonna multiply, and so probably in about 90 days we'll be able to split this into another container. But so we're moving it over. Now if this is something you want to do, you kind of want to look it up on the internet and see how to do it and that kind of thing. So we're learning kind of as we go. You see how the worms are in here. So, anything else, Josie? Josie's putting in some. We got some peat moss because we feel like they need some peat moss on the bottom. And you can see Brady here is doing my little camera, but you can see they're kind of crawling up on the sides. We want them to burrow down, so we're going to leave the lid off today. We're going to have them kind of burrow down and see. All right, Josie, you want to
add more in more of the center?
I think we
can
do.
Reach it, but
Let's see if we can add some more in the center. We feel like they're coming up because they need to have something more on the bottom. So we're going to put some peat moss on the bottom. And then they're still going to have all their food scraps. Brady, if you can go down there, you can see them on the top. Look at them moving over here on you can see. We're getting kind of worried because so many of them were escaping on us.
yeah.
Okay,
That's
that
all
good?
I have, so we'll see how that works.
And so we have, like we said, and then we kind of water it down. We can get the spray bottle. You kind of keep it moist, don't you?
Yeah.
You keep it moist, but not too wet.
Mm-hmm.
And if you want to look at the sides, we have holes in the sides. We have holes in the sides, holes in the bottom, and then we have another tub so that we can have, if we have any drainage, it's going to come out the bottom. Okay, hope you're having a great summer, and we'll see you back. We'll do some reading. We're going to do some reading on some books for you, so talk to you later.